Okay, everybody, we're here back again with Indy Gaming League's exhibition match from December 4th. We're on to Map 2, Cool Dads versus Pickup Squad. Okay, let me pause that here. Okay, so what Pickup Squad's doing here is an Anagoat squad. You've got Zarya, Reinhardt, Brigitte, Lucio, Diva, and Ana in place of the Moira, which is your typical Goat squad. Moira's got more raw healing than Ana does. She heals, of course, everything that is in front of her when she left clicks. Her healing orb. Can't remember what the exact numbers are, but it heals everything around you. She does the most raw healing you can get out of the game. You're not getting as much with Ana. Again, Ana's more about the utility. It's also good for countering. If the other team is running Moira on their Ghost comp, you can sleep dart her or throw an anti-nade onto a team and cancel out their healing. Alright, so meanwhile, Cool Dad's here is running Zarya, Rein. You have two healers, two DPSs. Let's see how this goes.
Whoever's healing
Audio here. I better put this in slow motion. Right up front, so he gets picked off pretty quickly, so who hurt her? Who hurt you? Turn the volume off. Put a little bit more here. Not too far ahead this time. Right, so when you're running Goats comp, you don't want really any of your support or tanks to go out. And once that happens, you're pretty much done. I don't have a lot of experience playing as Goats. I like to try to avoid it when it happens, but you don't have, especially with the Ana Goats are running right now, you don't have a whole lot of healing. So if any of your healers go down in this process, you're not going to have any utility you need to keep it going. You also don't have Merki's going here first, and she's going to lose her ability to shield bash through Ryan to deal with the enemy Ryan. So Zarya Bubble goes up immediately, but it's not followed by a charge. There goes the damage orb. It's in front of Brigitte's face. She must get hit with. Slaughter must draw her down. And that's going to pick off the Brigitte. Sorry that pops her own personal bubble. At this point, okay, then Pyro is going to boost Hallgoats out of there, and that's going to leave their support structure completely exposed here. He goes down, and that's just going to roll the fight out for him. Yeah, without your key defender in this comp, like I said, same thing with the tank. If the key tank goes down being Reinhardt, you're just going to get rolled backwards with this kind of comp. Except for that, you've got no damage to scrap out, and you've also lost your healing at this point. Yeah, that's going to be the end of this fight here. Don't need to explain too much about that. So Cool Dad's going to roll back to their own point. So at this point, they switched out the Ana for a Moira for a classic Goats comp. Cool Dad's also going to be coming this with a nice good alt charge here. Pyro's already at 86%. That overlays in the way of my Zarya here, so I just play it. Can't tell. Oh, now it doesn't really matter. Pause. Never mind, we'll go without it. So Pyro's not going to get his ult off here. He also does what I've been kind of, what I've been calling him out on. Or was Pyro wasn't. Was Pyro the regular? No, Don Juan was a typical Reinhardt. Both Reinhardts on cooldowns need to work on your boosts. Because this is just straight up boost and their backline gets nothing out of it, which is, if you did get something, maybe it's good, but you didn't, so it's just a huge risk reward below. I'm sorry, let me rephrase it. It's a big risk reward, this is a huge blow to your team. So Pyro's going to go down. Goats Comp's now going to move through the hotel. Now let's slow this down again here. Just gonna watch it slowly. Best quality I got. Let's try this. Move on to the point. Now Lucio is running up to the right here. It looks like I think Moira's out there too. I think they both ran off to the right to pursue down kills, which is just not what you want. Okay, Moira comes back. Lucio's still not out there though. He's circling the statue. Cool Dads have left the point, and now Pickup Squad here is gonna get some free charge on the point. Modern gets a pick though. Pickup Squad's still up. But now the D.Va's out of the mech. Wait, where was D.Va in all this? Down goes Pyro. They definitely punished that. Starting to make me watch all these back again. D.Va's in the hotel right now. Who's that out there? That's Zarya. Zarya does come through. D.Va does move with the Rhine here. Zarya catches up. So you've got your squad going up here. Okay, yeah, D.Va boosts away, and so does Lucio. Which I'm assuming it's for pursuing down a kill, but... See, here's the thing. When you're playing goats, you don't want... Team fight hasn't evolved and broken apart yet. You still have an organized team fight going on here, and when you're playing as goats, you want to use your speed and all your health and just pursue down and kill a single target and take point control. Most, even with the ranged threats like Soldier, Ana, and Genji, you're not gonna get... They're not gonna outdamage you. You know, they're not gonna kill you faster than you can heal yourselves. So D.Va and Lucio break off here. I don't know if that's to punish some target or break off and try to get a kill. I don't know what it's for, but this is why they're going to lose this fight here. Yep, there goes Moira, who's not in her back line. She's standing exposed. You know, let's look what the shields are here. There's a shield here, there's a shield here, and Zarya's got a point here, but, you know, here's Moira. D.Va's out of her mech at this point, because I'm assuming the Don Juan had decent charge on him. Soldier kills Lucio. They still have point control here, but enough time's gone by that Pyro's going to be back here pretty fast. Now look, Cool Dad's is doing here. This would have been an ideal situation for. I mean, Pickup Squad will quickly won this point here. You know, they're now corralled in this building back here. They've already lost they've lost their main tank. They've lost their Zarya at this point. Now D.Va's out of mech and isn't going to be doing much, and you've only got one main tank, an off healer, and an off tank, and you're not going to have anything to hold up. Now Pyro's back. Majin Rock finishes off D.Va. I didn't even see what Namdar was up to this whole time, but... Okay, let's move this along here. Right, so if you're gonna play goats, make sure you know what you're doing when you are playing goats, and don't separate yourselves. All the pieces you needed were right there, and you all separated. Well before the team fight was out of your... it was still in your favor, and you guys got separated. It's gonna be clean up, clean up, clean up. Really didn't need that alt. Probably been just fine without using that coalescence. So now cooldowns are going to roll back. So they're not going to roll back, they're going to push up closer to spawn. Looks like Pickup Squad's still running their goats comp.
It's a very good hold by Cold Edge. You can kind of see how
Taking that aggressive position up in front of the spawn.
Alone so they can take him out more easily. But that's a really good job of kind of slightly disengaging, giving them a little bit of.
Two ults up. Pyro's ult goes down. Doesn't get anything though. And a great chance for a punish. Then Zarya's Don Juan's ult comes out here. Dakota picks off two of them. I'm sorry, this is skipping. I'm gonna go back to 720p here.
We hear the Moira alls come out from pickup squad. I'm not sure if that was really the right time. Probably need to save that for this next push here.
I didn't even see that happen. I shouldn't rely on their commentary to tell me what's going on here, but
Slightly disengaging, giving them a little bit of.
When did that happen? Pyro's ult whiffs. Zarya's ult comes out. Dakota kills two, and I'm assuming they're there on the grab. Yes, they are. Fishface's ult comes out. Jake Lynch's ult comes out when there. Right back up right into his spawn door. He's ulting against, you know, and what's pretty much a 1-on-6 situation here.
We hear the Moira alls come out from pickup squad. I'm not sure.
That's never going to happen. If you're playing as goats, you want to open up with coalescence with your whole team in front of you. I mean, having, if cool dads are still going to keep playing in this, this zone right here, bam, coalescence.
It was really the right time. Probably need to save that for this next push here.
I would definitely agree with that one, especially.
So what happened here? They took off Brigida and someone to Hanzo, so they're not running goats anymore. And more goes to Mercy, so now they're running
So they switched off to Mercy.
3 supports, 1 damage, and 2 tanks.
Conscious decision, kind of switch off, give them a little bit.
And now they've got some more mobility back. They have a little more mobility. How much did they have before? They're going to start pushing back here, and Pyro's once again kind of caught out by himself. He's in a very punishable place. Their comp can't quickly get up there, but it's enough for Hanzo and D.Va to get up there and start harassing him.
Definitely would have been wasted if they were going to pick.
They're not going to do it though.
Yeah, so it looks like it was a smart play after all.
It doesn't have an alt right, so it can't pull off a sneaky hammer.
The ult come out from pickup
Zarya's ult comes out. Majin Rock's going to respond.
squad, but Genji comes in and takes out 1, 2, 3. Diva Bomb does take out Amdurin, and
Yeah, the ult awareness from Pickup Squad needs some practice.
Trying to push up here, maintain the Siri takes out another one, just battling with Pyro.
Diva bombing there is just another waste that's going to make you trickle.
From both ways, gets knocked out of the mech. Dakota did off the ult there, and it looks like it was just to have a little bit of fun.
Luckily, it's the exhibition. Pickup Squad wants to wait here. Okay, now so Diva has swapped off. Now she's running Zarya, and who was Zarya is now running a Widowmaker. So now they're on 2-2-2.
At least this point.
Let me slow this down again. That because I believe they are going to taking. So what works in this situation? It wasn't working before. Dakota's in the front line, has the bubble on him. Just gonna kind of poke. Now Juan's up front. Where is Pyro? Where's Pyro? Now they're playing more like an appropriate group should play. And creating space for a Widowmaker to get some shots. Good, she kills Majin Rock. It does go on the point. There's Pyro. I don't know what Pyro's doing over there. Not a clue. Not a good place for Pyro to be. He's just gonna get punished to death here, I'm assuming, unless Hanzo gets killed. Is he gonna make it? Oh, he kills Hanzo. Namjoon pops the Coalescence. So now we're trading. So Sneaky Reinhardt is paid off here. I don't know why Widow wasn't going after him though. He was only had probably one clean headshot from dying. Now Widow's gonna be exposed in this position, tries to get some high ground. Okay, so Hallghost comes back and kills Pyro. The body chop on Namjoon. Zarya's pushing onto the point, gonna drive Moira away. There's Hallghost. Point presence is coming back. At this point, they're playing like what they should have been playing on, or the way they should have been playing on that second push. Someone pops a personal bubble, keep himself alive for a little bit longer. Oof, sad. Not good. So I think Widow probably missed her chance there to get at least a couple good body shots in on Sari at least. Dakota comes back in. Now Widow's being contested by Majin Rock. Hanzo's ult comes out, but I'm not sure what he was trying to go after. Dakota picks off Hallgoats. Widow and Genji still going toe to toe here. Dakota's still up. What's Dakota doing? So, okay, Majin Rock finally finds Widowmaker. Looks like they're speeding around point. We get the camera outside. Yes, there we go. Meanwhile, Mercy kills Namjoon with a headshot. Dakota kills Mercy. It's a little faster. So Hanzo finds the headshot on the Dakota. Another on Pyro. Bobby Lee's swag is got very good aim. That's what's going to make them win this fight here. Majin comes back in, but he's going to be swallowed up pretty quickly by a pickup squad here. Duckfart goes in first. He's going to get booped off. I wouldn't have even booped him at that point. I would say let him stay and just swing at him. Okay, and Ollie comes off, and Widowmaker switches on the Doomfist. Dakota just short of contesting for another second. Okay. So Pickup Squad finds the point. Let's speed this back up here.
Pickup squad. Well, they pick it up. Well, they pick it up. They get the payload out here, and they're looking to push this first.
Coolheads only ever seems to be losing in this situation when they are trickling. Now you can't really help it when you're contesting the first point. You have to get back in, but that's the only time they seem to be weak.
First checkpoint here. First checkpoint here.
Talk about a last.
So Pickup Squad is.
Minute cap, right after.
So let's see what Pickup Squad does in the Streets phase here. Watch the pros play whenever Overwatch League Season 2 starts. You'll see the pros run clear up to here. If they're on attack, they will. This is one of the longest runbacks for the defense that there is on any map. You've probably all experienced this. Just to get out and contest the first, from where the cart spawns is, it's as far as the first point, and it takes twice as long from the original, or it's the same spawn. Excuse me. It's the same spawn distance, same run back distance. So what the pros will do, they'll push all the way up to this choke point here, keep them from making any kind of fight. They'll put 5 people up here, put 1 person on the cart, and just slowly let the cart run up the whole time while they're just putting pressure on the enemy team. Plus, it's much harder for the defenders to come through this checkpoint. They don't have the advantages the attackers are going to have.
All you can tell coming out for revenge against.
Then all you need is 2 clean fights, and you pretty much have the checkpoint. So Pickup Squad does push up a little, but only with a couple characters, and you've got 1 person back on the cart, and not 3, but I'm not sure who's on the cart right now, but then you have Reinhardt and somebody else, like kind of midway here in this corner. So whatever your play was, it wasn't communicated. You have a couple who want to apply pressure, you have 1 person who wants to stay on the cart, and a couple more they just want to stay in the middle, and like, I'm assuming anticipating a team fight there in the middle and using the corner.
So it looks like Majinrock's got the backing of his team, and all he's going to have to engage.
So it's a quick kill on. So your tanks are in the corner of the middle. The trade grabs.
3 in the blue, 1 no kill, and 2 in the red. No kills either way. The shatter comes out. Looks like it does hit Wrecking Ball.
Right here. So Hammer goes down. Still very divided. Like, Pigma Squad's team fights just do not. They didn't really start with a team fight. They were just scattered to begin with. You're such a devolved team fight, it's hard to really explain what's happening right now. So they finally kind of stabilized a little bit back on the card. You only have 4 up. All 6 are up. Ollie's coming back out of the alleyway. So they stabilized a little bit here, and that's going to work much better than what they've been dealing with. I'm not sure how they came out on top of that, but they found a way. That's what I'm saying here. With all those kills that they got on the defenders, they have to come all the way back, and they're going to... It looks like they're going to stick with this all the way to the checkpoint instead of putting pressure up front here. I mean, you can even take it a step farther. You don't have to stop at the checkpoint. You can run all the stuff to their spawn just to buy time. And you'll see it happen too. It's not overextending. The popular thing to think is, especially among like lower tier players, is that if all 5 of you aren't here, you're overextending. Not true. Given the situation. Cool, that's basically C9 on that. They could have had Dakota at least jump down there and try to buy a little more time for the rest of the defenders to come back. Make a stop on that cart. They're going to roll a little momentum back in this next point here. Well, that's now just kind of trickling back. Like I was saying earlier, Cool Dads really start losing when they start trickling, and that's what kind of just happened there. Let's see. So instead of, let's watch where the cart push began. So we're 2 down, 3 down. Pyro comes in, tries to buy a little bit of time, but it's not really going to do much. Donwan's back up. Pyro's now dead, so that's another stagger. Majorok kind of gets caught out. I think he survives. Dakota comes back by himself. Majorok gets killed in the I need to learn the names of these locations. But now Dakota's by himself. Instead of jumping down the cart like I said, he's going to run around the top. Not accomplish much, then Ollie finds Dakota. Stagger again. We've got 4 up at Pyro boosts in with another bad boost. He's going to go down. So rather than using the time after losing a couple teammates to just peel back, I'm saying if I was Cool Dads here, after that team fight did not go, the initial scrappy team fight did not go their way, pull back, to your checkpoint here. Yeah, to your checkpoint here. Let your teammates come back with you, and then push out again. Being way too greedy, hope they're going to get kills. They can do it when they're playing as a team, but when they start trickle like this, it just they don't have enough individual. None of them quite have the carry potential on this team here. Now Namjoon goes down. And I'm going to guess they're going to regroup up here. And it's not because they communicate and decide they need to group up. It's because, this is as far as they can possibly walk. They can only go this far out their spawn. They have to play as a group because they're forced to. That's going to make things a little more... No, that wasn't quite... That was more unfortunate, I think, for Cool Dads to have that Deadeye come off on Zarya. So now Cool Dads once again stabilize a little bit better. Takes on Majin Rock on Widow. I don't know why they switched to Widow. Cool Dad's going to start beating Pickup Squad back. Playing, much more safe, much more secure. They find a big headshot on Mercy. After the Reinhardt goes down. A bad panic. Again, with the alt, discipline, needs to be practiced by the Pickup Squad. Like, throwing suicide panic alts is just such a waste. Majin Rock just trying to scatter them up a little bit. Pickup Squad is going to move as a team in this fight here. McCree drops his alt. Okay, Pyro went down. So this should be huge for Pickup Squad. Oh, I'm sorry, McCree was not alting, he got the boost from Ana. Doomfist, I think, probably got way overbit here and tried to go for the McCree. Not a safe idea. Not when you've got Pocketed Healer on McCree and a Brigida. That's just screams of crowd control. Now the ult comes back for the Cool Dads. It's going to hold them up here in the corner. They're going to roll over them. Dakota's going to pick up tons of shots. Majin Rock goes down, but it doesn't really matter, and they're going to pursue the Pickup Squad back to their spawn. That's probably going to be it. I don't think they can even get close enough. You tussle a little. Hammer comes down for the Cool Dads, and that's going to stop round 1. Okay. So I want to see how Ryan went down in this fight again one more time. He got shield broken very quickly. It wasn't broken, but it was close. Ollie definitely overbites. He was definitely going up against some hard counters. Where's Dakota shooting from? He's just right in front of him. Ryan wasn't even dead at this point. Ryan spun around and see him. I think he left his teammates exposed. That's what blew that for him. So let's go back. Let's roll back here and have a look at the prior fight. Apocalypse is about half shield. Taking out in front. He's just kind of taking damage here, and I think what Pickup Squad need to do here again, they got the kill on the Widow here. I think they just need to roll themselves back. They have the Lucio to speed themselves backwards. They can roll back, let the shield drop, let it get some charge back, and peel this back into a situation where they can make a move on to the Cool Dads and not get freely shot down by whatever's in their back line. Duck Fart's still probably gonna lay out some damage and maybe possibly a sleep dart. Dakota's still getting some long range damage here. They get purpled. Bad Hammer goes down. That's why he lost his shield. Or well, he let his shield down basically. He probably got nailed by. Yeah, it was Ana and Pyro. Get enough damage off. Mercy's not gonna be able to res anything. 2 big panic ults. Its next fight could have easily gone their way if they came back with their own grab hammer combo on top of the Mercy ult. They did, because they have a whole other team fight here that could have gone through. So imagine opening up with the Mercy ult right here. I don't know, Dakota did have his ult, but doesn't get anything. It's going to get a lot of damage on that Rhine shield, though. Even if you are going against a Reinhardt and you're playing as McCree, that doesn't mean you can't pop your ult for the sake of dealing shield damage. Let's have a look here again. I want to have a look and see. Let's see if we can see. I wish I could switch the camera to McCree's perspective here so we can get a better idea how much damage he does. So the ult goes down. Okay, yeah, so they use what's the word I'm looking for? So the nano boost of McCree. McCree uses Deadeye, so now he's nano boosted, and it looks like he's gonna have. I'm sure when the shot goes off, but currently he has 4 targets that are probably all at max damage of what he can put out, given how fast he charges it with his nano boost. Maybe it was just 3, but you see how quickly that Rhine shield cracks? Too far. Twitch player, man, I'm telling you. Now the cooldowns don't have a ton of damage coming out of here. I mean, McCree hits hard, of course, but it's not like you have, a big high damage projectile character just lobbing grenades or rockets at the shield. You just have McCree and Majin who's not going to do a whole lot of damage on the shields, even in a group. Yeah, it hits hard and really drains that shield. That's something you can do if you're trying to go for a shield break war and they're all in a nice clump like this. You can drop the McCree ult, let it charge up a little ways. They're just going to stand behind the shield anyway. Then you can, if the shield's already cracked, you can just shoot right through it. Echo just cleans house. Real good DPS play on both sides of these teams here. Okay, so let's have a look at what the cooldowns do here. Let's skip ahead, so we're not staring at the wall. Who's doing what? So, cooldowns haven't even picked yet. Oh, right. Too far. Okay, cooldowns coming out with a classic Goats comp. Pickup squad is going to run with, looks like another 2-2-2 here. Or Ryan Zarya 2-2-2. You've got Junkrat and McCree as your damage. And a pretty reliable and safe healing package here. So let's see if cooldowns runs Goats right. Dakota's going to charge in first with his bubble. You've seen him do in the last couple games. He's going to throw his bubble in Pyro. Pyro's going to go, shoot freely. They do pick off Duck Fart. Cooldowns are getting a little bit scattered. Namdarin's back here in the back line. He is running on the Moira. Where's Brigitte at? Where's Pyro? Can't see behind the tree. Pyro's with them. So pick up squads, we're going to win this first team fight here. No, they're actually going to stabilize. They're not going to have a whole team wipe. So Don Juan here, This time I do like the boost. I'll explain why. Gives us E damage and mixed space. Our scared Hall goes back by shooting at his shield. Zarya's against some more alt. So Diva was putting in her matrix here and clearing kind of a passage, stopping all damage come through. Now Don Juan is going to boost through this, knowing that there's nothing quite in front of him that's going to hit him. It's just Zarya. He's not going to shoot the Zarya because he doesn't need to anyway. She's in her bubble. And there's really nobody behind the statue to punish him. And maybe he didn't know that, but this is going to work out for him here. So now Dakota's created space on the right side. Diva creating space on the front. Zarya should be right next to him. And Brigitte. Zarya goes down. They're going to group up. Yeah, they're going to group up and start pursuing down targets to get Mercy down. Yeah, they move as a team and they're going to get this point. They didn't need to. They didn't really need to stay on the point and try to bait out damage or anything like that. Just kind of rolled over them. So let's see how Pickup Squad was set up. 30. And great job stabilizing it. Just take it back to a poke battle because that's going to give them alt charge coming into their upcoming battles here. Okay, so let's slow it down here. Gotta love the very weird healing on the Zarya. Nice big arc around. Puts through the shit. Yeah, when does Zarya go down? I keep missing it. Just get a big right click? Yeah, Sari's at full health here. He's gonna put some damage down. Does somebody get a big shot on? They don't really have a. Ah, it's Dakota. He's fully charged. Oh. Now clean up the Zarya. Pyra's gonna come up front here. I'm assuming he's looking for a shield bash. Yes, gets the shield bash on the Reinhardt. That's gonna be punished by the Zarya. Now without taking some serious, he's down to about half health after that bash. Ryan goes in swinging. There's of course nothing to stop him at this point. He's got all the healing in the world he needs. He's got Lucio boosting. I don't think he's boosting health, but he is switched over to healing. Whereas throwing healing in front of her. Pyra's also getting his passive. Ryan's completely enabled in the situation to start swinging. Dakota's at full charge. He's just gonna burn down everybody. And this is a little more how Goats is supposed to work. You want to pursue down a single vulnerable target and kill them as fastly as possible. Enabling your Reinhardt to swing freely and using, if your Zarya's at full charge, great, but that's what you need to be doing. So, first point. Now let's see how they set up for the Streets phase. So they're going to push up. They're not going to wait for the cart to come out. They're just going to start pushing up front now, and they've already started getting kills, so they're not even going to allow them the chance to contest this point again. Dakota probably put a little too far there. What he wanted to be. He probably wanted to be alive. Okay, that was a dumb thing to say. But he wanted to. He would have wanted to peel and be back here and start this aggression sooner. So with the pickup squad dying so quickly, they weren't. They did come back for the contest. They weren't quite able to get it because they were stalled a little bit, but they are able to contest at this first point here. Bull Dads are going to play on the cart here. 3 up. What's going on with... We're just going to forget about Majin Rock here for a little bit. Team fights devolve. Grab comes out. Ooh, it's a bad coalescence. Is that Majin Rock's? It was Majin Rock's bomb. I just don't know how cool that's got frazzled by this. They just don't... They let the chaos get to them pretty quickly here. Does Majin Rock even get to this hallway? For a while, he starts getting chased by McCree. I don't know if this was... I don't know if it's a map awareness issue, but, I mean... I don't know why she didn't run... Majin Rock didn't run to her team over here instead of going off by herself. Oh, maybe she was trying to get a health pack. She does get a health pack. But all the while, not helping your team. And they do peel instead of allowing a stagger here. Coolidge are much better on the peel. This is what they need to be doing back on map 1. On Ruins, that I mean. So we're going to have a battle here in the choke point. Let's slow down so we can have a better look at this. We have one ult for Hull Goat and on one as well, so we have both hammers are up. And something else I noticed, who's on Sari? Sari has a habit of throwing on the bubble on the Rhine while his shield is still up. I don't think I need to explain why that's a bad thing, but you want to be using that bubble when you want Ryan going into the battle. If you're going to have him charge for somebody, throw a bubble on him. Or when his shield's down, throw a bubble on him. Or if you want to use a hammer, bubble. You don't want this... As long as the cooldown is, you want to be wasting it on, you know, even a handful of frames where it's not contributing to your bubble charge. They both drop their hammers at the same time. Serious grab comes out. That's gonna keep Don Juan down. It should be doing a lot of damage to him. He goes down. Oh, but Dakota gets 2 picks. Where was Dakota? Oh, Dakota was up top. I want to see that again. It's hard to tell with the health bar. Yeah, Dakota is not present this whole fight. There he is. He's sneaking up the side. And they're just going to stay behind the archway here. Let this poke battle go on. I don't know if Don Juan wanted it. Maybe Don Juan must have saw the potential here to get a juicy swing. Does actually take down almost all of the pickup squad, but it's going to get turned right back when that grab comes out. Holgo, on the other hand, stays up on his feet. I'm not sure how he dodged that. But there's Dakota. That's brilliant. I don't know if that was actually planned by the whole team or not, but that was excellent. Even with Don Juan down, Holgo's already kind of taken enough damage to his shield, enough damage himself, and he's going to get rolled back. Bye, Sari.
Go ahead and push through the choke.
They're gonna do exactly that. The Shatter's kind of
Very smart of Lucio. Go back and taxi your Reinhardt back up. Use your speed boost. Go back and get him. Bring him back to the front.
kind of nullify.
They're gonna sit on the cart. Get some free push.
You see up here, up in that upper window, McCree. So Dakota on McCree was hanging out there. And once that shatter went.
Getting a little scattered here. Would have liked to have seen you all, once Stonewall is back up, just push this all together and let your Moira or your... Hell, even just let Dakota stay even. All you need is enough bodies up here to stop them from coming through that choke, contesting your cart.
For the cooldown, he took out like 3 people immediately, and that just really pushed
So I like Don Juan's aggression, but the team needs to recognize this aggression, that this is a great thing for this point. Because we're going to have a bit of a choke point battle here. Dakota does find another kill. Reinhardt gets shield bashed by Brigitte. Wow, Dakota picks that off too. Dakota playing an excellent backline for us. Majin Rock's gonna zone out that. Sorry, I gotta turn that voice off. He's. I'm hearing him like it's my own voice, and I'm not able to talk about what's going on. So anyway, Majin Rock's gonna stop McCree from getting kills in that and pick him off. Pressure through the point here. What the? Whoa, hold on. What happened to Don Juan? Don Juan has been going for some more alt charge there. Mercy goes down. Definitely a desperation all from Bobby Lee Swag to try to spin this back. Yeah, just unfortunate for the Junkrat. Dakota's on top of that. There goes McCree. They haven't quite dealt with the tank threat yet. So with them to be so... I just don't understand how that happens. It looks like he switches targets. Oh no, it's Hallgoat. Hallgoat intercepts Don Juan, who is boosting on Sari, I believe. Again though, just not a fan of the pin. Even if he successfully collides with this Zarya, and the best place he can really go to is either this wall over here or maybe this corner, and corner's maybe a little more ideal, but if he's out here, he's still looking at a punish, even with the advantage they've got going into this right now. Wow, it's just crazy. And Hallgoat counters him, takes him away, and now he's caught out. They still have the advantage going into the fight. Sari goes down, probably, yeah, Don Juan's definitely dead. Coalescence is going to come out, that's going to keep Hallgoat getting damaged. Hallgoat's going to stop the bomb, keep his team awake, but it's going to keep that cart moving, uncontested, and they have no chance but to kind of regroup here and try to make one more push. D.Va goes up top, zones out Ollie on the McCree. McCree's gonna have to drop down or die. And Dakota picks off 3 with the Deadeye. Let's see if I can see his movement here. So that's gonna buy them some time. That's a good bomb. I like that bomb. August about halfway down. Let's see what McCree was doing. D.Va baits the attention into the room, flies up out of the way, scares Ollie off the top. Here comes Dakota riding the cart. And how do... It's either some insane trust he has or some very well, again, great awareness on the cooldowns to get Reinhardt out of there to let McCree get some uncontested headshots with that Deadeye. 4 more go down to Dakota. And that's a nice big T kill. That's it. And that's second point for Cool Dads, and they're going to win this series. So, same advice I would give to both teams as it was on the first point. I didn't actually realize that Cool Dads switched off of Goats. Shame on me. But for one, if you're gonna do Goats, make sure you actually know what you're doing with Goats. Pursue your targets down. Keep your formations tight. Don't. This is more for the Pick Up Squad, but don't let your team fights devolve. If you have a death ball like you have to stick to that death ball. If you start breaking parts off, like if Lucio and D.Va are off pursuing down, I don't know, a Moira, you're gonna have a hard time killing her. You just are. She can just fade away. She can heal herself. It's just a distraction. As for Cool Dad, same thing as before. Watch the trickles. don't be afraid to just let your teammates deal with you. Just let yourself go. Get back with your teammates again and make a nice clean push instead of burning time. I think they could have stalled even more time in the streets phase had they just decided to peel earlier, came back as a team. Yeah, which Dakota play was play of the game? Probably this last one here. Yeah. I actually like this perspective here. It's gonna fall off the cart. That's awesome. I love that. Well, all right, very good. Thanks again for watching, everybody. I'll be moving on to the next set. I'm actually not sure who the teams were, but I'll be going through those next and reviewing their footage. Once again, if any of you guys want to have me take an individual look at any of your individual play, just send a video back in an email to SuperBrotherYT at gmail.com, and I'll have a look at that. All right, thanks again. Bye.